There was another time that King Midas's lack of forethought with regards to the gods got him in trouble. Funnily enough, it also didn't end up with his death, so for Greek stories and protagonists, he's actually coming out pretty well on top. But after the whole gold fiasco, he decided to spend a lot more time with nature, being a little bit more humble, getting to know his surroundings, taking some relaxing time off, all of that. One day, during one of his jaunts in the woods, he happened to stop near where the god Pan was resting. And Pan was having a lovely time, blowing on his panpipes, making some music, when he decided that the song he had made was even better than that of the god Apollo. And having said this aloud, Apollo, of course, arrived in answer to his challenge. Now, they took a neutral observer from the nearby city and decided to have a little competition about it. Pan got up on a stump and gave a very rousing and energetic rustic performance, but Apollo, being the god of music and inspiration and art and all such things, made a song on his lyre that completely blew Pan out of the park. And their neutral observer said so. Midas, however, for some reason, decided that he needed to chime in from where the gods had not noticed him before, and he said that Pan was in fact the greater musician. Perhaps he simply wanted to play devil's advocate, perhaps he thought that Pan deserved some recognition for what he did, perhaps he had some beef with Apollo. Who's to say? Either way, Apollo didn't really take it all that well. He said that if that was what he thought about his music, then he must have an ass's ears. And thus it was. King Midas now had the ears of an ass. Now, this was a deeply shameful thing for a king of ancient Greece to have. So, of course, he took to wearing a shawl or a turban in order to hide this deformity. But the one person he could not hide it from was his barber, who he had to swear to secrecy in order to make use of his services. The barber, however, found that the secret boiled inside of him, and he couldn't keep it down forever. So he decided to run out into the nearby fields, and he ran to a river, and on the banks of that river dug a small hole in the mud, and whispered, "King Midas has ass's ears," into the hole, and ran away, having told the secret, but still to no one. However, the surrounding countryside thought this was so hilarious that reeds grew from the hole in which the secret had been laid, and every time the wind blew through there, they whispered King Midas had ass's ears to everyone that could hear.